A full $300 blackout everyday carry versus 10 times that amount at $3,000. But to keep it fair, we're comparing each product within this same category. That goes for pens, wallets, and watches too. And surprisingly, there are some expensive items actually worth splurging on instead. So let's check it out. Flashlights are one of the most interesting categories because it's not a necessity for your day-to-day, but once you have one, you end up using it way more than you think. And at only $19 for the WUBEN G5, I would totally skip lunch today just to pick one up to toss one into my pocket, just in case. Made of a full metal body, it definitely doesn't look like your standard flashlight. At the size of about an AirPods case and utilizing a scrolling wheel to control the brightness, it will take a little to get used to, but once you find out that the head can also rotate, you won't be able to stop fidgeting with it. Although on the topic of the head, my only gripe is how stiff it can be. Great that it holds at the exact angle you want it to, but it does require some real finger strength to rotate as there aren't any handles to grab onto. Sort of a double-edged sword because it's nice knowing that once you set it at the angle you want, it ain't going anywhere. Especially when you combine it with the magnetic base or that large included clip, you'll just want to mount it on the walls, bags, and your hat just because you can. It's durable enough to not worry about tossing it around, especially when stored in your bag, and it charges via USB-C, where some users have reported getting over 18 hours of usage on a single charge. However, if you're really into lights though, the Loop Gear SK05 Pro 2 is my pick at about $110 only, which is still 6 times the cost of our budget version, but honestly, you're getting about 6 times the amount of light too, as it's got a giant light strip straight down the middle of its body, a triple LED floodlight, and a high-powered spotlight too. That's all accessible with a single twist and click of a button. Now, I love the multiple color modes that are built in, but it's more of a party trick than actually useful, as I use it in the standard light mode probably 95% of the time, because it feels like carrying around a whole lamp in your pocket. Perfect for hands-free repairs, digging through my hoarding, and, well, just to see in the dark. It's one-hand operational at the size of about a Snickers bar, so pretty massive if you ask me. And to be fair, both flashlights are waterproof too, which is pretty awesome to see available at a budget price point as well. The SK05 is just a chonker of a flashlight, and you'll definitely feel its presence. The built-in grooves do help with your grip, and while it's a full metal build, I do find it still scratches and dings pretty easily if you drop it as much as I do. Bonus points though, since it's working with 8,000 milliamps of power, it can double as a battery bank too. So being able to replace carrying a separate one is starting to make this flashlight feel pretty slim. Personally, I never really carried a flashlight until after I had a kid, because your phone's flashlight does a pretty good job at finding your keys already. However, if you do want to upgrade to something light, the G5 is definitely the way to go, or if you're the hoarding type like me and need to have every type of light on you, the SK05 is a no-brainer if you're not trying to break the bank. Next up, while there are 1,003 pens available on Earth, the GOAT of all budget pens still goes to the Uni Jetstream 4-in-1, offering 4 pen colors and a pencil for about $8. Swapping between colors is dead simple and addictive too. The ink is smooth and glides across any paper I throw at it, and your fingers will thank you for the thick rubber grip after writing that 4-page love letter, even though you and I both know it's unrequited. But we do it anyways because it's for the love of the chase. Sure, you could get a 10-cent Bic pen that does just as well, but there's just something about holding something so mechanically advanced, yet costs as much as a Big Mac, that makes your words feel a little more important. Oh, and I also recently discovered there are Pokemon collab versions too. It cost a few extra bucks, but oh so worth it. Speaking of a few extra dollars, on the luxury side, we went with this $180 Studio Neat Mark II pen, because unlike the really fancy $1,000 plus Mont Blancs that you display on a shelf and never use, the Mark II still looks and feels premium with a custom machined all metal design, yet is comfortable and simple enough that you're not afraid to actually use it. Oh, and just listen to this. Can you really put a price on satisfaction? Utilizing magnets to hold it shut, it passes our scientific shake test without popping out on its own, but if you thought your clicky pen was addictive, just wait till you play with this tiny pecker instead. The smooth matte finish all around feels like you're holding some sort of wand. Combined with the added weight, it feels like you're actually getting your money's worth. Now, these are two options that literally achieve the same goal in the end, so is paying 20 times more worth the upgrade? Absolutely not. But I know that won't stop you from adding this to your Christmas list, so your wife gets it for you instead, big guy. Now, keeping your phone safe is where you definitely shouldn't cheap out, and that's where the darkest of blacked out phone cases comes in, the DBRAND tank case. Because if the secret messages, Morse code, and geographical coordinates aren't enough to convert you into following their brand, the comfortable grippy sides, metal buttons, and doubling down on protection around the camera, corners, and front screen will definitely convince you that DBRAND might just know what they're actually doing. I highly recommend you pair it with their Prism 2.0 screen protector, as it's also included in their summer sale right now. It's so easy to install, you'd be a fool not to. Mainly thanks to their auto magical align and dust removal trays. Well, bam, you get a dust and bubble free installation, and when combined with the case, 360 degrees of coverage. So you know we had to test it ourselves, and it easily handled our 5-foot drops several times. Now, if you need something a little less serious, especially since these rarely go on sale, their grip case with the multiple skin options on the backside for the guys who don't know how to commit to a single girl at the same time. Or there's the Ghost case, which is their clear case that is guaranteed not to yellow, because if it does, you get it replaced for free for life. They all offer MagSafe and are fairly slim given how tough they are, and because this is one of DBRAND's best sales, they also include their best selling item, the Kill Switch cases for the Nintendo Switch. Plus, with any order over $50, you will also receive a free deck of their custom cards. So links and details down below. Diving straight into one of my favorite categories, the blackout wallet. Starting with the Alpaka stash pouch, which definitely isn't your typical card holder wallet, as it's made of a thin water resistant like material, making it sort of like your elevated skater wallet. You know, the ones with the full zipper around, except now in a full blackout that looks like an actual cyberpunk pouch or something, which kind of makes sense too, as the additional external pockets double as a tool pouch as well, fitting AirPods, flashlights, lighters, or just doubling as a quick access card pocket, since it's tight enough to pass my scientific shake test without slipping out. But like most great things in life, around back is where it gets really interesting. With an additional stretchy zipper pocket, it's perfect to store your keys, coins, or any other thicker items that you'd never imagine carrying in a regular card holder otherwise. Pair that with their quick release system and you've got what may be the most affordable wallet that could potentially replace your whole front pocket. On the complete opposite spectrum, for the gentlest of mans, a Hermes card holder is as classic of a wallet there is, banking solely on the premium leather, surprisingly subtle branding, with dual quick access card slots on both sides and an additional card or two in between that. Even though it's $485, this wallet isn't meant to show off, as it's so subtle. From afar, it just looks like something straight out of the dollar store. But once you feel the soft leather, clean stitching, and that interior lining up close, it's one of those if you know what you're holding type of situation. Otherwise, if you don't, you wouldn't have cared anyways. And I think that applies to most luxury goods to begin with, as half the cost goes into the name that's printed on the front of it. Thankfully, Hermes is one of those brands I would save 2 paychecks for to happily buy another, as there are only a handful of brands that are still making things the hard way. Obviously, it's a premium price to pay to know someone put their sweat and tears into making this tiny piece of leather, but the contrast between a $19 wallet to an almost $500 one is clear in its priorities, because function is affordable, but classiness can come at a price. And I would personally go classy in this category any day of the week. But let me know if you agree with me in the comments down below. Now, technically this is a pocket knife category, but not featuring this full blackout multi-tool would be a sin, because the Roxon KS2E Noir Elite is a 13-in-1 tool that does feature a blade, but also this, a full pair of scissors, in what may be the tiniest of packages at the size of about a Wrigley's Double Mint. And if you're old enough to understand that reference, then you're old enough to use this too. It's got a sharp blade with a large enough handle that it's not a struggle to grip onto, and the additional tools are great in a pinch, but isn't replacing my full Leatherman anytime soon. However, these are hands down the most impressive pair of scissors I've ever used on any multi-tool, cheap or expensive. You can literally hear this thing snap as it cuts right through. When put away, it satisfyingly flattens out to a full rectangular design with no sharp edges on the outside to cut into your hand. Unfortunately, the one reason I almost didn't recommend this was the atrocious clip they included. It's borderline so tiny and tight, it's practically useless. I almost wish they just didn't include one. Otherwise, thanks to the quick release tool, it makes for a decent one-handed design, which is surprisingly good for a $40 tool set. However, if we're talking real pocket knives, I'm personally picking this Exceed Design Ultra at about $200 every single time. Whether it's worth skipping a week's worth of lunch to buy one, all depends how hungry you are, but aesthetically, functionally, and even emotionally, this is better in every way when it comes to all things cutting. The skeleton handle is the cherry on top though, not only with helping reduce weight, but just looks so friggin' cool. That being said, what you're really paying for is this. Bam! Swappable blades. They've got drop points, tantos, sheepfoots, utility blades, and if you don't know what any of that means, this probably isn't the knife for you to begin with. However, if you can never seem to pick one of those, this is your chance to have them all. The whole blade is large enough to fit comfortably in my average size hands, and yes, this has a beautifully smooth clip that blends right into the handle too. A pretty clear cut answer. Get it? Cut. Which one is best for you, as the Roxon covers 95% of most of your needs, while the Ultra is great for the knife snobs, experts who need to have it all. This may be the most addictive phone stand we've ever tested, because just listen to this. Made mostly of metal, the AULUMU G5 Pro is the upgraded version of their original, but still offers a sturdy phone stand at multiple viewing angles, as well as portrait mode too. It's all packaged in something straight out of 2069 or something, with the upgraded Pro version now offering a full multi-tool built in. They are pretty tiny, average size tools. It's perfect for your everyday tasks without having to lug around a full chunk of metal in your pocket. Obviously, this isn't going to chop through wood or slice through any leather, but it does work really well opening your 5th Amazon package you've received today, which is honestly like 90% of why anyone needs a sharp object to begin with. But again, not going to save you if you ever get lost in the woods or anything. When it's all tucked away, even with the sharper blades, you don't feel it rub against your skin. So combined with the strong MagSafe magnets that passed our scientific shake test, you can also double it as a finger grip too. And for only about $35, this is easily one of the best budget all-in-one blackout phone tools that we've tested. So links and details down below. Now, if there's one category in this whole video that you do upgrade, let it be this, because it goes to show even the budget KeySmart Mini at $14 can still dramatically improve your life, simply for how easy it is to suddenly feel organized. Now, you are just paying for a tiny piece of rubber, but the single screw design is simple enough that anyone can swap keys in and out with, plus it can hold up to 5 keys comfortably. Anything more than that, and you may need to rethink your priorities. This is sort of like an elevated squishy keyring, one that can keep your keys from jingling around, and there's something super satisfying about your keys being perfectly aligned too. Now on the opposite end, luxury doesn't always mean it can do more, but in this case, that's exactly what it means. The key bar in the black Cerakoted titanium can pack your knife, multi-tool, and keychain all into the size of like a USB drive. This time utilizing a double screw post that allows you to carry up to 8 keys, even more if you add the extension screws. But what's really cool is they also make a line of tools to pair with it. And don't even get me started on the absolute unit of a pocket clip that you can add on to. This may just be the ultimate blackout key organizer if you've got money to burn. Shake test approved with the knife and tool options that make this an all-in-one kit, so you never leave the house without your essentials. But that may just be my pocket hoarder mentality, so let me know if you're team minimalism or team hoarder like me. Weirdly enough, picking a watch was one of the hardest choices. There are so many great options sub $100, like the GBD 500 with a step counter function in a thinner G-Shock form factor, or the W800 at only $30, which was my initial pick. However, the light function just didn't cut it for me, so I landed on the GD350 by Casio. Although it does cost $145, the dual-sided LED is unparalleled for visibility. And for those who are also OCD like me, will appreciate the quick access timer starter, as I personally love working in hour intervals and can now start a timer to track it instantly. I added the bull bars to give it an extra layer of protection, but also because I just think it looks more badass. And while it is a fairly large watch, it's one of the most comfortable ones I own thanks to these flaps that wrap around your wrist. Plus, the large quick access light button is very useful at night. To be fair, on the wrist, everyone will know that you're wearing a G-Shock, but if you wear a watch to actually tell time, this is one you'll never have to worry about scratching, banging, or getting wet. It's a workhorse of a watch that honestly only looks better the more you use it. In contrast, for the luxury watch, I wanted to go with my two-door black base ceramic originally, one of the darkest watches I own with the glowing indices that allow you to actually tell the time still, but I figured we'd be more realistic on what someone would actually buy. So I did consider the Seiko 5 sports watch with the angled crown positioning and bright markers too. However, then I remembered I recently bought this banger, the Spinnaker SpongeBob collab. A watch that proves expensive doesn't always have to mean luxury. It could just be something that makes you laugh every time you look at it. Using his hands to point at the hour and minutes, combined with his googly eyes that make a new face throughout the day, this isn't for the sophisticated man and won't replace your Rolex anytime soon, but instead for the fun dads, or really any millennial that grew up watching a yellow sponge flip burgers. It's a memory you can stare at all day as it continues to bring you joy even in your 30s. These were a limited run though, at about 650 units, but they did release a chronograph version afterwards, and while it is sold out retail, you can still pick it up on eBay with a listing at about $550, which isn't too shabby as it retailed for $325. I'm keeping this lighter category short and sweet because as long as it spits out fire, it's 90% there. The other 10% is just how it looks while doing so. So this full metal cricket lighter at about $35 is by no means cheap, but it also doesn't feel like a $35 lighter too, as it looks like a regular 25-cent Bic lighter, yet that all black metal body ensures it's not something you're going to be throwing out or just forgetting on a park bench either. However, we're getting a little crazy with the St. Laurent Tsubota Q lighter that is regularly a $30 lighter, but slap on an engraving and this comes in at $185. Is it worth 6 times the original? Definitely not. But would I buy it again if I lost it though? You betcha. There's something about luxury goods of everyday items that always catch my attention. It's quiet enough that no one's gonna bat an eye, yet personally knowing it's 6 times the cost somehow convinces me it's actually worth more. And for how tiny this lighter is, you almost feel ripped off for how little you're getting in return. But the Q lighters do make for a decent lighter if you need enough fuel for like 2.5 minutes at most. So I'm not even gonna bother asking which you would pick in this category because it's obviously the one on the right. We had to include a sling category to carry all your blackout gear, and while we did go a little ham on the luxury option, the budget Tomtoc compact EDC sling comes in at about $40 and has been one of the most requested slings to test. Now I can see why. Without breaking the bank, you're getting features from slings upwards of $100 plus, like water resistant materials, semi-sealed zippers, hidden zipper pocket access, and a secret stash pocket that hugs against your chest. Combine that with some padding for what may be one of the most comfortable slings under $50 that we've tested. They've included some sleeves to organize in the front pouch for smaller items, a key liner clip so you always know where you left them last, with even more organization in the main pocket too. That's fully accessible thanks to the large zipper access. The hidden pocket on the back is great for cash, passports, or just tossing your phone into as well. And when packed, I will agree with its name, it stays compact with an interesting strap placement that somehow makes your sling sit perfectly level to the floor. So nothing slipping and sliding around as you move around, while also somehow still comfortably sitting on your backside too. Speaking of comfort, a bag that's in its own league, grams 28 anything isn't for the faint of heart. With the 191 Rio Crossbody coming in at $879, do I expect a single person to buy one? No, but can you appreciate the magnificent pebbled bovine leather, half moon silhouette, and insane detailing care that they put into making their bags the best they can be? Yeah, from afar. It's got super subtle branding that just screams elegance, and there's something about the shiny silver zipper that accents the full black really nicely. Unfortunately, it's not water sealed though, but I don't think they're aiming to be super technical either. They strike a great balance between material choice and functionality with very simple organization on the inside, but the dedicated padded MacBook sleeve is very much appreciated. The rest of the 32 liters of space is left to your imagination. Thankfully, they do pair it with a pretty comfortable padded shoulder strap, as that's a lot of volume to load onto a single shoulder. Yet somehow they've made carrying your laptop a fashion statement. So that's our 2 blackout bag picks in 2 very different leagues of their own. If money were no object, comment budget if you'd pick this set, or bougie if you'd go ham on these. Anyways, let me know what price point we should do next and try and make it a little challenging at least, but that's it. I rest my bougie blackout gadgets.